Hi everybody, I'm Aditya Khanna. Today I'm going to be presenting Pluto, which is one of the smallest planets in our solar system. The very first thing that I'd like to discuss with you is how Pluto was formed and when. So it's really unknown how Pluto was formed, but I'm going to talk about this in greater detail. For now, you should just know that it was definitely formed after the Big Bang, 5 billion years ago, and out of the condensation of cosmic dust. Pluto was discovered by Clyde Tombaugh, who was at the time a 23-year-old Canadian, and he discovered Pluto on February 18, 1930. So how did Tombaugh discover Pluto? Well, he had initially taken 2 photographs of the night sky, which were taken 2 weeks apart. He wanted to observe any movement of objects in outer space between his 2 photographs, but unfortunately, he couldn't find anything. So after a year of research, on February 18, 1930, he used a new device called the blink comparator, which had the function of rapidly toggling between his 2 photographs, like a video. So when he used the device on his 2 photographs, he confirmed Pluto's existence. Pluto was a moving object between the 2 photographs. Pluto is smaller than the other 8 planets in our solar system. It is the second most massive dwarf planet, the first being Eris. It's 1,413 miles, which is 2,274 kilometers, in diameter, which is a fifth of the Earth's diameter. So can you imagine how small Pluto is? Where is Pluto located? Well, it's the 9th planet away from our Sun in our Milky Way solar system, and it is a dwarf planet that is located within the classical Kuiper Belt object. And you may be wondering what a classical Kuiper Belt object is, and I'm just going to explain that in a moment. Now I'm going to explain what a Kuiper Belt object is. As I said I would, Kuiper Belt objects are extremely primitive debris left behind from the formation of our solar system, is what scientists strongly believe. There are over 1,000 of these small bodies containing dwarf planets, such as Pluto, which orbit the Sun beyond the regular planets. 100,000 Kuiper Belt objects are believed to exist. The classical Kuiper Belt object is home to 3 dwarf planets, Pluto, Haumea, and Makemake. Classical Kuiper Belt objects have orbits that lie far enough from Neptune to remain stable over the edge of our Milky Way solar system. I've used the term dwarf planet quite a lot, and now you may be wondering what a dwarf planet is. Well, dwarf planets are bigger than asteroids and comets, but not as big as planets. In order to classify a planet as a dwarf planet, scientists believe that the planet must be within a Kuiper Belt object. A good example is Pluto. Since 2006, Pluto was considered a non-planet and instead classified as a dwarf planet due to the discovery of it being located within a Kuiper Belt object, or you can say classical Kuiper Belt object. Pluto is composed of 3 very simple things to remember: hydrated rock, which makes up 70% of its mass, water ice, and methane ice. And an important thing to remember, which I have not listed here, is what Pluto is not composed of. And that one thing is gas. This is important because soon I will be discussing with you how Pluto may have really been formed. And the other 8 planets in our solar system, a lot of them are composed of gas, whereas Pluto, being the 9th planet, does not have any gas. So that is one important thing to remember. In one of my early slides, I had mentioned that I would get into greater detail on how Pluto may have really been formed. Because it's really unknown how Pluto was formed, but scientists strongly believe that Pluto's composition is a very big clue to its existence. Since Pluto has no gas, like I said, scientists believe that only the condensation of cosmic dust could have formed Pluto, unlike the other 8 planets in our solar system. What we do know is that Pluto was definitely formed 5 billion years ago and after the Big Bang. It's also very likely that it was formed after the formation of the classical Kuiper Belt object, where it's located. Now that we know quite a lot about Pluto, we can tell how it differs from the other 8 planets. Well, first of all, Pluto's composition is very different from the other 8 planets, because a lot of them are mainly composed of gas, whereas Pluto has none. Therefore, the density of Pluto is greater than the density of the other 8 planets. Additionally, Pluto is a dwarf planet which is very small, and it is located within a Kuiper belt objects which none of the other 8 planets are. There are many things that we do not know about Pluto, and the reason for this is because Pluto is very far away from the Sun and our planet Earth. The telescopes that are used to take pictures of Pluto, which are used by NASA, yield fuzzy and bad quality pictures, which is why we know less about the planet. However, scientists do know quite a lot of facts, some of them being the ones that I've already talked about. We cannot predict anything for Pluto, but what we do know in terms of research is that NASA had launched a spacecraft called New Horizons 6 years ago, which was 2006, which is yet to reach Pluto in 3 years, which is going to be 2015, and research its many secrets that are yet to be revealed. You may be wondering now how information from Pluto is gathered. Well, NASA gathers information from taking photographs of outer space by using their special telescopes. They have to study and analyze Pluto very carefully due to the bad quality of their photographs. Now I would like to share and discuss with you some of the important and famous scientists who gathered information on Pluto. So first of all, there's Clyde Tombaugh, who we've discussed. He discovered Pluto. Then there's Dale Cruikshank, Carl Pitcher, and David Morrison, who found methane ice on Pluto and calculated the planet's mass. And of course, there are the NASA scientists, who have gathered and are still gathering very important information. Despite the fact that Pluto has been stripped of its planethood, it remains a vital part of our solar system. I'm sure once New Horizons reaches Pluto in 2015, many mysteries of this amazing dwarf planet, which is 3,660 million miles from our Sun, will be revealed. So until then, see you later, and thank you very much for watching my presentation.